wrestling world is still reeling from the dramatic events that unfolded after WWE's Saturday Night Main Event. What was supposed to be an intense match between two of the biggest names in wrestling, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, turned into a shocking and violent aftermath. While Cody Rhodes successfully defended his undisputed WWE Championship against Owens, it was what happened after the match that stole the spotlight. Owens, frustrated by his loss and already dealing with months of personal conflict, launched a vicious attack on Rhodes with a piledriver that left the champion motionless in the ring. This shocking moment stunned fans everywhere. But it was Owens himself who was perhaps the most surprised when Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, confronted him backstage, leading to a heated confrontation. As the dust settles, the big question is, what happens next? Will Triple H punish Owens for his actions? And what consequences will Owens face for his violent outburst? To understand what led to this moment, we need to explore Owens' motivations. Is there more to this than just a frustrated wrestler lashing out? In this segment, we'll dive into Owens' mindset and examine why he acted the way he did, and whether his actions should be defended. The rivalry between Owens and Rhodes had been brewing for months. Cody Rhodes, the beloved champion, carried the weight of the undisputed WWE Championship, a symbol of his hard work and family legacy. On the other hand, Owens, a wrestler who had spent his entire WWE career proving he was more than just a brawler, was determined to dismantle the American dream to carve out his own legacy. Owens' motivations were about more than just the title. They were about establishing himself as a true force in WWE. For months, he worked tirelessly to prove that he wasn't just a fan-favorite fighter, but someone who could take down Cody Rhodes, a figure who was revered by fans. However, despite his efforts, Owens failed to dethrone Rhodes, and this loss was more than just about the title. It was personal. Owens had invested so much into this rivalry, and the defeat was a blow to his identity. This brings us to Owens' actions after the match. While it's easy to dismiss them as the result of a simple defeat, when we look closer at his mindset, his actions start to make sense. Owens didn't just lose a match, he lost everything he'd worked for. He wasn't just trying to hurt Rhodes, he wanted to send a message to the WWE Universe and to Triple H. The piledriver wasn't just a finishing move. It was an expression of his frustration and his way of reminding everyone that even in defeat, he could still cause chaos. But then something unexpected happened. Owens took the Winged Eagle Championship, holding it up on the entrance ramp. For many, this was seen as a sign of disrespect. But for Owens, it was a moment of taking control. He had just lost the undisputed WWE Championship, but by holding up the Winged Eagle Championship, he reclaimed a sense of dominance. Triple H, as the chief content officer, had to step in. Watching from backstage, it was clear Owens had crossed a line. Triple H confronted Owens, not only to address his actions, but to send a message to the entire WWE locker room. As a leader, Triple H's role is to ensure WWE maintains its integrity and respect. His confrontation with Owens wasn't just about discipline. It was about reminding everyone that no one is bigger than the company. However, it's important to remember that Triple H himself has walked a similar path to Owens. Like Owens, Triple H has faced moments of betrayal and has made drastic decisions to achieve his goals. Triple H didn't earn his legendary status by following the rules. He earned it through ambition and ruthlessness. So the question is Owens truly out of line, or is he simply following the same code of conduct that helped Triple H become the WWE icon he is today? The confrontation between Owens and Triple H was filled with tension, revealing a lot about Owens' character. Instead of backing down, Owens pushed back, refusing to submit to authority. This wasn't just a feud, it was a reflection of Owens' identity as a fighter and someone who would not be told what to do. The WWE Universe is divided in its view of Owens' actions. Some fans see him as a villain who crossed the line, while others view him as someone who is finally being true to himself and the business. Owens has been a fan favorite for years, but his actions at Saturday's main event marked a shift in his character. This wasn't about titles or championships. It was about Owens asserting his dominance and making a statement. Those who defend Owens recognize that this wasn't just a heel turn. It was an evolution of his character. Owens had been pushed to his limits, and when someone is backed into a corner, they often lash out. That's exactly what Owens did at the main event. He struck when no one expected it, ensuring his actions were heard loud and clear. This wasn't about revenge. It was about Owens making a statement. He wasn't the underdog anymore. He was the man who would take what he believed was his, no matter the cost. Owens' relationship with Sami Zayn also played a significant role in his actions. The growing tension and eventual betrayal of Zayn had been building for some time. Owens, driven by personal rivalries, acted not out of malice, but because he believed it was the best way to secure his future in WWE. In his eyes, the price of greatness sometimes meant losing friendships, and he was willing to pay that price. Next up for Owens is a gauntlet match set by Triple H on Monday Night Raw, where he'll face three of WWE's toughest competitors, with his career on the line. The stakes are incredibly high, and it's unclear whether Owens will survive the challenge or if his career will be over. However, one thing is certain: Kevin Owens won't back down without a fight. Owens may be facing punishment, but he's also facing an opportunity to prove himself. He has a chance to show the WWE Universe and Triple H that he is more than just a man who resorts to violence when things go wrong. Owens has always been a fighter who rises to the occasion, and if he survives the gauntlet match, he will not only redeem himself, but will also show that he's more dangerous than ever before. In conclusion, while Owens' actions at Saturday night's main event were extreme, they were driven by complex motivations that can't be ignored. His frustration, his rivalry with Cody Rhodes, and his strained relationship with Sami Zayn all led to this moment. His actions were a cry for respect, a fight for his place in WWE, and a message to everyone that Owens will not be controlled. Now Owens must prove that he belongs in WWE, and we'll be watching closely to see how his story unfolds. Whether you love him or hate him, Kevin Owens' future in WWE remains uncertain, and this could just be the beginning of a new, more dangerous chapter in his career.